Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Texas Longhorns offense will get the ball first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Buys a little time with his feet. Fires to the tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped him pick up that first.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Parker. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. Got him downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And the Longhorns, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Trying to blow his way in. Touchdown, Texas! First score of the game goes up. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
You get 5 sacks in a game the way this defense did last week, and it's going to make your offensive coordinator second-guess himself a little bit with respect to protections. I'm not sure how confident this offense is early in the game because they've already given up a sack.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Flips it out on the screen. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And that's what defense is all about, understanding the situation. It's 3rd and long. I'm going to drop back. I'm going to make him throw that ball underneath to the running back and then do my job. Go corral, tackle him, and force the 4th.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Looking downfield, it's Parker. Makes the catch. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. That's caught. It's John. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one. Got it in the middle. It's John. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Army dazzled today in just about every phase of the game. And for an institution that's turned out 5-star generals and U.S. presidents, I think they may have their next great leader there at West Point. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Well, after not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Here's a heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Got his man downfield. Racing to the right. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. To throw, it's Lockett. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And the timing just a hair off.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. Looks looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. And this one is perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. On target over the middle. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He makes the catch at the 10. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been...
He unleashes a long one. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Texas! He got a step and just dusted the field. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
Wants to throw. It's Lockett. Pocket breaking down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Looking for more room. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. The give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Puts it out of the air. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Lockett. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Here comes the Texas offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Forced out of the pocket. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to...
Makes the grab inside the 30. There he goes to the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas! The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Lockett. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on there. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Second down, he'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Ball is loose. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, actually picked up yardage on the play. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. To the air, it's Lockett. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Now on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He's got great speed. Touchdown, Longhorn! Special teams proving to be special. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Rush is on him. Got his man. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Smith wants to throw. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Gets rid of it. Finds his man. It's Johns. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The offense set for a 1st down play. Give to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Under fire. Going for it all. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texans!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Off play action on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return.
And your Texas Longhorns will take over 1st and 10.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Parker. There's the pressure. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession? The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Skips away from pressure. The throw. And the defense drags him down.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put...
Snap to the up man. It's a fake. They weren't fooled for a minute. He is nowhere close to the first down, and they'll turn it over. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man in the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. It's just ridiculous.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Motion from the wideout. Going with the ground game left. There he goes. Once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Smith dropping to pass. Spits it out to the back. Zings it complete to the right. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Trying to set up the screen. Quick step and go. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. It's complete. Across the 25, he's got room. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Wants to throw again. Trying to barrel in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Mississippi State.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way that coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Back to pass. It's Parker. Here comes the heat. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete.
Sends it downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Fires to the tight end. Still running at the 40. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Snapped it in the shotgun. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense, because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Smith wants to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Coming out on first down with the play fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got his man to the left. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. He slings it deep to the left. Touchdown, Longhorns! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Offense working from the pistol. The give to the single back. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Smith dropping to pass. Oh, they're after him. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead.
Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Turning it on! And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been up.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit.
Number 60, on to punt it away.
Let's see what he can do with it. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Parker. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
The offense changing the play. Unloads it downfield. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot.
Intercepted. The defense has set him up.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Parker. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Trying to... Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. He's got it on the move. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Wideout trying to get it in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. And they finish it off with a touchdown and seal up this game.
And this might be what you call garbage time, and it might not really matter because you know the game's out of reach. But I like it. Keep executing. Keep finding some more plays. Hey, maybe you find a play later on down the season you might come back to and say, hey, this actually worked in this situation.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Smith wants to throw. Finds his man open. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. team outclassed. The ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like